Listen to me. Most of you have been walking around thinking God abandoned you, thinking He's been silent, thinking the blessings skipped over you. But the truth is, you've been misunderstanding His message your whole life. You keep asking, why me? Why the pain? Why the struggle? And God is up there saying, because I've been trying to prepare you, but you've been too focused on comfort to catch my lesson. You thought the job you lost was a curse. No, that was direction. You thought the heartbreak was punishment. No, that was protection. You thought the delay was denial. No, that was alignment. God has never stopped speaking. You've just been too distracted, too impatient, too focused on your own timeline to hear Him clearly. See, you want Him to drop blessings in your lap like some kind of delivery service. But God's message has always been about development, not delivery. He's not in the business of giving you what you're not ready to handle. He's in the business of shaping your character so that when the blessing comes, you don't waste it. You've been misunderstanding the message because you thought life was supposed to be easy if God was with you. But hear me clearly. Ease is not evidence of His presence. Growth is, struggle is, discipline is. That fire you're going through right now is not proof that He left you. It's proof that He's refining you. Diamonds don't shine without pressure, gold isn't pure without the fire, and your purpose can't be fulfilled without pain. So stop crying that God doesn't hear you. Stop assuming that silence means absence. Start asking yourself, what lesson is He teaching me in this season? What part of me is He trying to grow? What door is He closing so I don't walk into destruction? You've been misunderstanding the message because you wanted comfort, and He wanted transformation. You wanted speed, and He wanted endurance. You wanted a blessing, and He wanted to make you a blessing. From this day forward, stop doubting, stop complaining, stop questioning His love every time life gets hard. Realize He's been speaking, He's been guiding, He's been molding you into someone greater than you ever imagined. The problem is not that God's message wasn't there. The problem is that you were listening with your feelings instead of your faith. So here's the call. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart. Because the same God you thought abandoned you has been carrying you. The same God you thought was punishing you has been protecting you. The same God you thought was silent has been speaking louder than ever. You just weren't tuned in. You've been misunderstanding His message your whole life, but today, you finally got the chance to hear it right. Too many people live their lives thinking that when God doesn't give them what they prayed for right away, it means He denied them. But hear me, delay does not mean denial. God's timing is not about convenience, it's about construction. He's not just concerned about dropping blessings in your lap. He's concerned about building the character in you to handle those blessings when they come. You've been asking for that opportunity, that promotion, that relationship, that breakthrough, and you're frustrated because it feels like the heavens are silent. But let me ask you something. Are you ready for it? Because God will never give you a blessing that you're not prepared to sustain. If you get it too early, it could destroy you. If you step into a position of power without the discipline to manage it, it will crush you. If you meet the right person without first becoming the right person, you'll sabotage the relationship. God delays not to punish you, but to prepare you. Think about it. When a farmer plants a seed, there's a waiting season before the harvest. You don't plant on Monday and expect fruit on Tuesday. There's watering, there's sunlight, there's time. The seed is underground, hidden, invisible to the eye, but it's not dead, it's developing. That's what God's delay looks like in your life. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean growth isn't happening. Some of your best development happens in the dark, when nobody's watching, when you feel forgotten. But God is working on you behind the scenes, making sure when the harvest comes, you're ready to handle it. The problem is we confuse patience with punishment. We think waiting means God is ignoring us, but waiting is the gym where faith gets built. Waiting is the classroom where endurance is taught. Waiting is where the muscles of trust, discipline, and perseverance are developed. And those qualities, they're what prepare you to step into your destiny without collapsing under the weight of it. Let me be real with you. Sometimes God delays because you're still holding on to things that can't go with you to the next level. You're praying for a blessing, but you're still carrying bitterness. You're asking for increase, but you're still practicing inconsistency. You're asking for a breakthrough, but you're still not disciplined in the small things. God delays because He loves you too much to let you wreck the blessing before it matures. So the next time you're tempted to say, "God, why haven't you answered me yet?" switch your perspective, stop asking, "When will I get it?" and start asking, "What is He building in me during this wait?" Because when you understand that His delays are really construction zones for your destiny, you'll stop resenting the wait and start respecting it. God's delays are not denials, they're preparation. And when you finally step into what He has for you, you'll look back and realize the waiting room was actually the training ground. Most people spend their lives running from pain, avoiding struggle, and cursing the moments that hurt. But listen to me. Pain is not punishment. Pain is refinement. You've been looking at your suffering like God is mad at you. But the truth is, pain is one of His greatest tools to shape you into the person He designed you to be. Think about it. Gold cannot become pure unless it's put in the fire. Diamonds don't form without extreme pressure. Strong muscles aren't built without resistance. And yet, we act surprised when life pushes us, burns us, or breaks us down. You've been misunderstanding God's process. He's not punishing you, He's polishing you. He's not trying to hurt you, He's trying to sharpen you. You prayed for strength, but you didn't realize strength only comes through struggle. You prayed for wisdom, but you didn't know wisdom only comes through mistakes and lessons. You prayed for growth, but you didn't understand that growth requires stretching, and stretching is uncomfortable. See, you want transformation without tension, but it doesn't work like that. You can't become the person God called you to be by staying comfortable. Pain is the evidence that you're being transformed. Let me make it plain. The pain you're going through right now is not there to break you. It's there to build you. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every setback you thought was meant to destroy you is actually the exact tool God is using to elevate you. That heartbreak that shattered you, it's teaching you resilience. That failure you thought disqualified you, it's building your endurance. That loss that still hurts, it's carving out space in your heart for greater purpose. The truth is, pain reveals things comfort never will. When you're comfortable, you don't question your habits, you don't analyze your decisions, you don't push yourself to change. But when pain shows up, suddenly you're forced to grow, to adapt, to discover a version of yourself you never knew existed. Pain is not punishment, it's promotion in disguise. You've been crying out, asking, "God, why me? Why this?" But the better question is, what is this pain producing in me? Because if you look close enough, you'll see that your greatest strength came from your deepest wounds. You'll see that your most powerful lessons came from your hardest failures. And you'll see that your most unshakable faith was born in your darkest nights. So stop resenting the struggle. Stop treating pain like the enemy. Instead, start seeing it for what it is, a refiner's fire. God is using it to burn off the weakness, strip away the fear, and harden your spirit for the battles ahead. Pain is not punishment, it's preparation, it's refinement. It's God saying, "I'm molding you into something greater, but I can't do it without the fire." And when you come out of that fire, you won't be the same. You'll be stronger, you'll be wiser, you'll be unstoppable. One of the biggest mistakes people make in their walk with God is confusing His silence with His absence. You cry out, you pray, you beg, and when you don't hear a response, you start thinking, maybe He left me, maybe He doesn't care, maybe He's forgotten about me. But let me tell you the truth. His silence doesn't mean He's absent. It means He's growing you. Think about a classroom. When the teacher gives you the test, they don't talk. They've already taught you the lessons, given you the tools, prepared you with the knowledge you need. Now it's on you to prove you can apply it. That's how God operates. Sometimes He steps back, not to leave you, but to see if you'll live what He already placed in you. His silence is not abandonment, it's assessment. The problem is, Most of us want God to hold our hands through every single step. We want constant reassurance, constant signs, constant confirmations. But growth requires independence. Growth requires trust. You don't build muscle if someone else lifts the weight for you. You don't build endurance if someone else runs the race in your place. God's silence is the weight room where your faith is forced to lift heavy. It's where your trust in Him matures from feelings to faith. You've been misunderstanding His silence. You thought He wasn't answering, but the truth is He already answered. You just don't like the way the answer looks. Sometimes the silence is God saying, "I've already given you what you need, now move." Sometimes the silence is Him waiting for you to stop depending on feelings and start depending on faith. And sometimes the silence is Him giving you space to discover just how strong He made you. Look back at your life for a moment. The times you thought God was the quietest were often the times you grew the most. That storm you survived, He was quiet, but you came out stronger. That season of loneliness. He was quiet, but you learned self-worth. That valley where you thought you couldn't make it, He was quiet, but you found out how much fight you had inside of you. God's silence isn't punishment, it's training. It's Him saying, "I trust you to walk this out. I trust you to use what I've placed in you. I trust you to grow." And that right there should give you confidence, because silence doesn't mean He walked away. It means He believes in you enough to let you step into the fire with the strength He already gave you. So stop panicking when you don't hear His voice. Stop doubting when you don't see signs. Instead, lean into the silence. Trust that the God who spoke the world into existence doesn't need to repeat Himself every 5 minutes for you to believe. He's still there. He's still working. He's still guiding. His silence doesn't mean absence. It means growth. And when you come out of that silent season, you'll realize He was closer than you ever imagined, shaping you, stretching you, and setting you up for the next level of your life.